Hey guys, it's Andrea from the blog Pine and Prospect Home, and today I'm doing a blogging Q&A, and I know not all of you guys are bloggers, and some of you probably aren't interested in this at all, but if you are a blog reader and you enjoy visiting blogs and reading blogs, maybe you head over to my blog and you see some things that you wonder about or you're curious about, I would encourage you to watch this video because I'm going to answer a lot of questions today. So on Instagram, I put up a question box in my stories and I said, what are some questions you guys have about blogging? How can I help you guys? And honestly, when I first started blogging, so many people helped me and they were such an encouragement to me. I just feel very, very blessed. And so I want to be a blessing to others and help others. So I've got my phone here and I'm gonna go through some of these questions and try to answer them the best that I can. All right, so the first question, how do you come up with post ideas? That's my struggle. So for blog post ideas, when I first started blogging, it was a struggle for me too. I remember sitting down and writing ideas out and then kind of getting to the end of that list and thinking, what now? I think that another thing that I really thought when I first started was that everything had to be perfect and like this perfect room reveal or you know, this finished space. And the longer that I've been blogging, the more I've realized that people really enjoy seeing the process. They enjoy seeing simple things like what you found at the thrift store, or I guess I just feel like my post ideas aren't really forced anymore. They're just like a part of my everyday life and what I'm doing in my life. So if I'm, you know, working on a project, I'll share that project, and I might not even share the finished space. Maybe I'll share my inspiration. It's not so much anymore where I'm trying to come up with ideas. They sort of happen based on whatever I'm doing in my life at the time. I hope that helps you in some way. I think the longer that you blog, the more you just you get new ideas all the time, and as people, as your audience grows, you'll start to get questions from people and you'll realize what your audience is really interested in. So that would be my answer to that first question. I guess that was kind of long. I should shorten these answers. Did you have someone design your blog? I did have someone help me in the very beginning. Her name is Tana over at Your Marketing BFF. And she was just one of those amazing friends that just helped me out of the goodness of her heart look through the information she has. It is such great stuff for, especially if you're new at blogging. She's got so much great information, and she also provides services too. So if you're really looking for someone to help you with your site, you could reach out to her for that. I have a friend that attends my church, and her brother is really good with WordPress, and there were some things I recently wanted to do to my blog, and he came over, we had him over for dinner, and he helped me out with a lot of that. So I've just been very, very blessed, and I'm so thankful for him as well. How do you edit your YouTube videos? I have had so many questions lately about YouTube. I still use iMovie, truth be told, and let me just throw in another ad here. So if you follow Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, I've taken both her blog course, and she has a video for bloggers course. And if you are looking to start doing video for your blog, which I highly recommend, Lisa's video course is excellent. I mean, she covers everything. She goes through all of the equipment. She goes through how to create a YouTube video from start to finish. Just so much excellent information, and she talks about different ways of editing your videos. So I would highly, highly recommend that course. I actually have an affiliate link for it that I will put below that would be such a blessing to me if you're considering purchasing it. That also lets Lisa know that you heard about her course from me, so I'll add that below if you're interested. I would highly recommend both of her courses, and I've talked about her blogging course in a previous video. I'll put a card for that. How do you stay motivated and consistent before you start earning money? That's a really great question, actually, because when you're not making anything, it's difficult to stay disciplined. And I was not disciplined at all. Probably my first 2.5 years of blogging, I just sort of posted whenever. I was inconsistent. And I think it was once I took Lisa's course and I saw her success. It's kind of like when you watch Shark Tank and you just get so inspired and you're like, I'm gonna go invent something. That's sort of how I felt when I took her courses. It was like it put this fire under me and I thought, I could do this, and if I stay at it, it'll pay off. And it's definitely hard to find that balance, which I think I found another question here that I'm going to answer for you. I'm horrible at organizing my time. How do you do that with 3 boys? I have 2 tots and no energy. Totally understand. And let me just say, there are different seasons, especially when you have little ones. Like, for example, right now, I have been very consistent and very disciplined with my blog in 2020, but I'm at a really good point in life or season in life with my boys. I have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old is still napping. He takes naps every single afternoon, like right now. So that's when I do my video, is in the afternoons. So, you know, we are praying about having another baby. Could all of this change once I get pregnant and I have morning sickness? Absolutely. It could definitely change. And my hope and my desire is that I will continue and stay consistent, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it if I am just so absolutely sick that I cannot, you know, put out 2 blog posts every single week. I just won't do that to myself. I'll try my very best. But that's really all you can do, is just try your best. And I truly find that for me, I love being a homemaker. I love being a stay-at-home mom. I love spending quality time with my kids. I love having a clean and tidy home. I enjoy creating a wonderful meal every night for my family. I enjoy cooking. So if I'm working too much at my blog and some of those other areas are starting to suffer in my life, it affects me and I start to become unhappy. And I can just tell, okay, I've been working too much and I need to scale back, just do the best I can during nap times and bedtimes. And that's all I can do, is just the best that I can. And I find that when I just do my best and let it go, you know, if Caleb wakes up early from his nap, or if something happens in that week and I don't get as much work done as I wanted to, but I was there with my kids and I was present and I got dinner on the table every night and laundry done and the house is somewhat clean, I still feel content and I have joy looking back at that week. So don't beat yourself up, young mama, if you feel like you can't do it all. Because I think that the most important thing is our children and our homes, and if we can do something extra, that's amazing. But that's sort of my way of looking at it and how I don't know if that answers your question. Probably not. How do I organize my time? So basically, goodness gracious, this video might have to be a 2-part series. Basically, like I said, I don't do any blogging all morning long. I focus on things that I can do with my children awake. I can wash, I mean, we're women, we can multitask. I can wash dishes, I can clean the whole house, I can do laundry, I can work on projects, I've painted my whole home, different rooms in my home, all with the kids awake, you know. But I try not to do any blog work in the morning, and then every afternoon I lay my youngest down for a nap. He sleeps for about 2 hours. My 2 oldest boys, we try to have quiet time. And then I do the majority of my blog work in the afternoons. And what I really try to do, I don't know if this is helpful for you, but whatever is going to be for dinner that night, I think ahead. I'm always thinking ahead. In the morning when we have breakfast, which is mostly a rotation of kefir smoothies, eggs, and oatmeal. I sort of rotate those. Well, we have pancakes on Saturdays, but when I'm washing the breakfast dishes, I'm thinking about lunch. And then when I'm doing the lunchtime dishes and thinking about dinner. Okay, what do I need to get out? Do I need to pull some meat out? Sometimes I can even work on starting dinner time prep at lunchtime. So kind of pull stuff out, figure out what I need to make that night, and that way when I'm filming in the afternoon or trying to type a post, in the back of my mind I know that I can just leave the sunroom and then have things ready for dinners. I don't know if that helps you at all, but that's sort of what I do every day. So what is the biggest way to promote traffic to your blog? This was a question that I saw over and over again, and I took a course called Pinterest Strategies, I believe. It's really affordable, like I want to say it's like $40 by Carly. Oh goodness, you know, I'll put a link for it in the description. I'll link it in my blog post as well. It is such a great course. When I began to implement her strategies, immediately, like almost immediately, I saw the views climbing. And so I would highly recommend that course. It was excellent. But Pinterest, absolutely, look into that Pinterest course. Advice for taking your own photos. Do you use a camera or iPhone? How do you edit? I use Lightroom to edit my photos. And you know, this is still a learning process for me. Personally, I think that just it comes with practice. You practice, practice, practice. You play with different settings. I shoot in manual mode. I use a, what's the camera? Canon 80D is what I use. And we purchased it refurbished to save some money. And it's an excellent camera for taking video. I love it for taking video. But I will on occasion use my iPhone. It's an iPhone 11, and to be honest, it comes in handy a lot whenever I'm doing DIY projects and I just want to snap some photos of the process. It can be a great tool. And I really think that, you know, even for video, sometimes whenever I need B-roll, my iPhone comes in handy a lot. So I would say that you could definitely, if you're on a really tight budget, you could definitely blog with an iPhone. You don't have to have a fancy camera, but I would recommend it. I started a cooking blog and IG for it. How can I gain more followers faster? Goodness, you know, I think with Instagram, I'm not as great with Instagram. If it were up to me, I would just not have social media, but it's kind of important, especially for your blog. But I think just engagement and getting to know people that are similar to you, they are in the same niche, and sharing them and commenting on their posts and their photos, and maybe start some share groups. Those have been really great for me. And I do believe that it's harder to grow now than it's ever been. It seems like everyone is starting a blog and everyone is starting an Instagram account, and it can be discouraging even for me sometimes, because you think, man, everyone's trying to grab just 2 seconds of your attention, and sometimes I just don't want to be a part of that. I truly believe that if you are authentic and real and yourself, and you share what you love and what you're passionate about, I really believe that you will find your people and they will love you for who you are. It's one of those things where if you're not careful, you can quickly become discouraged because you are constantly comparing and you're looking at other people and you're looking at the numbers, and it's just, I hate that part about it. But I really think the great thing about it is just community. So try to find others maybe that are at a similar stage as yourself, and make connections and see where it takes you. So I hope that helped. Probably not a whole lot, but how long after did you start seeing income coming in? Oh my goodness. So I have another post all about this that I shared earlier this year. I just recently started making money with my blog, and so I started this year. I decided I'm going to be faithful, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to try to share at least one blog post every single week, at least. And I have pretty much stuck to that. There may have been a few weeks, like I said, where it didn't happen, but for the most part, I've been sharing at least 2 blog posts every single week and incorporating video. And I started that in January, and I believe it was April, and that was just being consistent. I mean, and I had my blog for, since 2017, just on and off, sharing random, but just being consistent, posting every single week, no matter what, I was gonna get a post out. I was monetized in April, and it was so exciting. And by monetized, I mean I qualified for something called Mediavine on my blog, where I hit a certain number of page views so I could put ads on my blog, which I have readers. I actually got an email last month saying she loved my blog, but the ads are really irritating, which I totally get that, believe me. But remember that as bloggers, we are putting out so much information free, absolutely free. We're just sharing like how we created this weathered finish, or how we painted this piece of furniture, how we created these built-ins. And we're doing so much work and putting in a lot of hours and a lot of time writing the posts and taking the photos, editing them, creating video. And so those ads, yes, they can be irritating, but that's a way for us to make income off of all of that free information we put out there. So keep that in mind the next time you're reading a blog and you get irritated by the ads. But so I qualified, and I was monetized on my blog in April. Now I monetized my YouTube channel a month before that. And my YouTube channel consistently the past 3 months has made more than my blog, actually, the ads on my blog. There are other income streams from my blog too, so they probably equal out. But keep in mind that I had started my blog three years prior to that, and I did have some blog posts that were really popular, that got a lot of traction, a lot of page views before that. So I don't know if that answer helps you. I don't know if I really answered it. But I think the key is just staying consistent. Don't go 3 weeks of really, faithful blogging and then you drop off the face of the earth. Now, like I said, we have to show grace for ourselves. There are times in life when things happen and you can't control your circumstances, and there's just no way you can blog for whatever reason. That may be happening to me soon, I don't know. But if you're serious about trying to get monetized, if you're serious about trying to make money, I think consistency is what really pays off. So I hope that helps. What site would you recommend using for someone just starting off? I would go back to Lisa's course. It is so good. It'll save you hours of time and so many headaches. I wish I had taken her course before I started my blog. So I would highly recommend her course. What did you start first? Your IG or your blog? I actually started my Instagram account first in 2016, I think. And it was just sort of fun sharing, pictures of my home. But I had always had a dream of starting a blog ever since the first year we were married in 2010. And I discovered a blog by accident. I was searching for something. I had just found out about Pinterest. My sister told me about it. It led me to this home decor blog. And I just remember that day finding that and just getting so excited and thinking, one day I want to have my own blog. How cool would that be? And at the time we were living in this tiny little rental home. I mean, the kitchen in this rental home was so small. It was actually smaller than what our closet is right now in our master bedroom. And I thought, well, who knows when that'll happen. I can't really share this place. I wasn't allowed to paint the walls. I wasn't allowed to do anything really in that home. And when the Lord blessed us with this home, that dream was still there, and we moved into this home in 2012, and I started my blog 5 years later in 2017. So it's just, it's been a really neat journey for me, and there has been a lot of struggle, a lot of tears. But I would just encourage you this is getting really long, this video, and there's more questions, so I would just encourage you to keep going and to stay faithful, and the consistency will pay off. It really will. So maybe I will do another one of these videos if you guys are interested. If you have more questions, please let me know. I hope I helped you in some way. Like I said, so many people helped me in the beginning, and I want to do that for others. I want to be a blessing to others and just really give back, because so many people gave selflessly to me. So if you are new to my channel, this isn't normally something I talk about, but it is something I'm very passionate about, and I do enjoy talking about it. And I'm especially passionate for moms and young moms like myself who have that desire inside of them to create and to share their passion. So I hope this helped you in some way today, and please, I will put this all in a blog post, and if you have more questions, head over to the blog post and leave a comment there. I have far less comments on my blog than I do like on my YouTube videos and even on my Instagram posts and my DMs. I'm very backed up on DMs on Instagram, so that's really the best way to get a hold of me, and I would love to help and encourage others. So thank you guys so much for watching today. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you again to hit that subscribe button. Bye guys, I'll see you next time.